toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Boston College's offense will be first on the attack. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Golden Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
If you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches. Let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up in the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for them.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Working the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Empty and all girls are selected.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds a tight end. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more down.
Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Empty selected.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to pass, it's James. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
There are 6 categories.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Play call, option. Run. Power. There are 9 categories. You have 11 options.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's lobbed. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight end? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's James. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
There are 6 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snatches it on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Grab behind the line. It's McDonald. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
6 categories.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. And it's loose. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Entering play call, concept, there are 8 categories. Medium pass, drive, there are 14 categories.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
There are 6 categories.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's James. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Categories.
Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have
now
15
they'll line up for what they
options.
hope
Add
is
empty
automatic.
selected.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Entering play call, you have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
24, Boston College, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Categories.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's James. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
We have 5 options.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Concept. Run.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
3
tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6
Entering
coverage.
base model screen, you have 5 options.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing
concept. Medium pass, drive, error for dagger.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Power.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Ready to try the point
categories.
after.
You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Entering
and for
play
a quick
call,
update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7
Entering
over
play call,
Vanderbilt.
coach suggestion.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Categories.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's James. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Dave.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react. From from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 32.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
There are 6 categories.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Categories. There are 6 sub-medium pass drive. There are 14 categories. You have 8 options. Drive is selected.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Categories. You have 8 options. Drive is selected.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
There are 14 categories.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way down.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Boston College, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook
base
up.
model screen, you have 5
Boston
options.
College will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Run. Power. There are 9 categories.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it
selected.
1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Lining up to tack
you have
one
15
more onto that
options.
lead.
That attempt is selected.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Early on the Jets.
Entering play
Caught, and he's
call,
close
coach
to a first down on the nice
suggestions. There are
pickup
6
there.
categories.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There are 6 categories.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Suggestions. There are
Screen
6
pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
That's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
11 options.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Categories. You have 11
fresh
options.
legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15
They'll
options.
try to add another to their lead.
Selected.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 24 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The Golden Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. With the catch, it's Richard. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
There are 6
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, trying to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.